It's been so far so good for our Portland Trailblazers here in Season 5. So far we are 7-2, having won 6 in a row, and we're hoping to keep the wins going as we get through the rest of November today. In the last episode, we had our season opener losing to the Charlotte Hornets, but since then we've played really well, winning 7 of 8, including getting a little bit of revenge on the Sacramento Kings, who of course beat us last year in the Western Conference Finals. As you notice here, there's a lot of high scores with the new 20-second shot clock. Scoring is at an all-time high so far in the NBA. As it stands now, the Blazers are in second place in the Western Conference, only behind Sacramento, who has won 6 in a row themselves, as has Minnesota. Of course, the Kings' one loss this year has been against us. As for the Eastern Conference, it's Detroit on top with Milwaukee, Toronto, Chicago, amongst others with them. And the Eastern Conference so far appears to be really close, with pretty much everybody, for the most part, still in the race, whereas the top teams across the West have spread themselves out a little bit more. In terms of our individual performances, Scoot Henderson's averaging like 13 assists per game. Nobody's really taken the leap as a scorer per se, but everybody has been productive. Of course, we have been without Ochai Agbaji since the second game of the season, but luckily we should be getting him back over the next couple of weeks. We're going to start with some simulating. I really wanted to play against the Jazz, being that they had a huge offseason and I think are one of our bigger threats in the West. So we end up winning 3 more games. We beat the Sixers. We score 163 against the Nuggets with 41 for Shaedon Sharpe. And we beat the Suns, who, of course, we beat last year in the second round of the playoffs. The Jazz have not been too good so far, only 5-8, despite trading for Tyrese Maxey and drafting Sidi Ghaffari with the second overall pick. This Jazz team is obviously loaded with young talent, featuring guys like Tyson Ledbetter, Cassius Maxey, and, of course, Jaren Jackson Jr., and not to mention, I think this team does have room and certainly has the assets to potentially acquire another star in the future. So I really feel like once this team gets their alpha, they're going to be one of the true contenders in the Western Conference, despite not getting off to that great of a start through the first few weeks of the year, unlike our Portland Trailblazers, who now sit at a record of 10-2, having won 9 in a row. So we'll see if we can bring the win streak up to double digits. The Kings are still ahead of us. They sit at 11-2. Us and Sacramento comfortably atop the conference right now, with the Rockets and Spurs and Minnesota right up there as we would expect. But the Lakers in third place is certainly a surprise, being that they have had to rely on their 2 recent number 1 picks, Dante Del Toro and Bryson Franklin. But it seems like the Lakers' winning trajectory has started a lot earlier than one might have expected. Anyway, let's hop into this game as Porzingis wins the tip-off against the rookie hailing from Senegal, Sidi Ghaffari, and we are underway. Cassius Maxey brings it up, the 4th-year wing out of UCLA. Gets it to Tyrese Maxey, no relation, as he hits the 3. Here comes Khalil Griffin on the drive. Layup is off the mark. Good defense. Springer there with the board, and he gets the layup to go down with the goaltending on Jaren Jackson Jr. 5-4 now. Scoot gets it over to Porzingis. He's guarded by Cassius Maxey. That's a mismatch. Porzingis no good. Grabs his own rebound to Springer, who will connect on the triple. That was Griffin with the assist, and it's now 7-5. Maxey nearly loses it, gets it back, and he sends it over to the big man, Sidi Ghaffari, for the slam. Here's Shaedon Sharpe. Deep 3. Bang! Nice shot for Shaedon Sharpe. Portland 2 for 2 from beyond the arc so far. Cassius Maxey with it. Cross-court dime for Jaren Jackson. His shot is off the mark, and he was wide open, too. On the other end, coast to coast, Shaedon Sharpe with another triple. This time it's Griffin with the assist, making it 13-7. Portland with a rare strong start as the Jazz look to respond with the lob for Cassius Maxey. 13-9. Springer, whoop! Pump fake, 3-ball, bang! Another triple for the Blazers. Springer and Sharpe with 8 points each. They've done all the scoring so far for Portland as Tyrese Maxey's blocked by Porzingis. He gets it back over to Jaren Jackson, who hits the jumper. 13-18. Here's Scoot Henderson with it out to Sharpe. Looks to drive by Maxey. Sharpe gets it over to Scoot Henderson. Another 3 for the Blazers. Portland on fire from beyond the arc as the lob for the big man Yakovlev is unsuccessful. The rookie Marsh to Suleiman. Out to Springer with the slam. And Darius Springer's already into double figures. He's got 10. 23-13. As good as Portland's offense has been, their defense has been really strong so far, too. There's Tyson Ledbetter, the fourth-year guard from South Carolina, with the triple. Wisham's pass is intercepted by Mikhail Yakovlev. He gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Jumper in transition is good, and Utah brings it within 5. Logan misses the dunk. He was going for some power there, and, well, obviously it didn't work. On the other end, Yakovlev, spin move. That one is good. Yakovlev is a big dude, 7-footer, nearly 300 pounds, but he's got good mobility at his size as this pass is intercepted by Cassius Maxey on the other end. Maxey guarded by Suleiman. That's a mismatch. Arkeem Summers, the rookie, is wide open. He's in for the dunk, and the Jazz go on a 12-2 run to tie the game. Portland has certainly cooled off shooting the ball as Sharp has blocked by Yakovlev, but Ashton Wisham is there with the offensive rebound and the putback. 27-25 now. Here is Cassius Maxey with it, looking for room. Maxey out to Summers for the lead, and it's good. The 8th overall pick out of Louisville with back-to-back buckets. 28-27 now. Portland looking to get the lead back. Sharp gets it over to Cole Anthony. He finds Malachi Suleiman looking for the screen from Griffin. Time's winding down, under 6 to go. Suleiman on the drive. Layup is no good. And it looks like that will wrap up the first quarter as Yakovlev misfires on the half-court heave. The Blazers played so well for 6 or 7 minutes just to look like Game 7 Franz Wagner over the last 3. Yakovlev is blocked by Porzingis on the other end. Scoot Henderson takes it all the way for the slam. And the Blazers are back ahead. 28-29, here's Mikhail Yakovlev inside. He's doubled. Out to Kevin Porter Jr., who knocks down the corner 3 despite the contest by Khalil Griffin. 31-29, here's Griffin with it scoreless so far today as it tipped and stolen by Cassius Maxey. On the other end, Maxey throws it down despite getting a bump from Scoot Henderson, and the Jazz continue to play good ball since the end of the first quarter, upping their lead. Porzingis no good. Griffin with the offensive rebound. He's finally on the board as he gets the putback dunk. 35-31, Yakovlev off the mark. Good defense by Zay Logan. On the other end, Griffin out to Scoot Henderson. Deep 3, buries it! Scoot Henderson, bellissimo! Knocks down the triple. Darius Springer back in for the Blazers. He's trapped. Griffin open, top of the key for the tie. And now Portland's starting to get hot again from 3. 37-37. Maxey, double pump fake looking for the lead. His shot is no good. Grabs his own rebound. Out to Tyrese Maxey. Step back. Maxey off the screen. Mid-range jumper is good. And Utah is now ahead 39-37. Yakovlev can really handle the ball for someone as big as him as he grabs his own miss. Whoop! Off the fake. And he gets the second chance bucket. Yakovlev's been impressive off the bench. He looks really good today. 41-39. Here is Scoot out to Zay Logan. Back to Scoot. Wide open 3. Nobody guarded him, and that's because Tyrese Maxey's on the other end of the floor with a mad dash to the bench, grabbing at his hip. That is not good news for the Jazz. Their star player injured with a hip injury as Springer grabs the miss and is there with the putback. Portland's offense still really has been unimpressive in the second quarter. They needed that play. Lob for Yakovlev is unsuccessful. Right over to Maxey, who's at the right place at the right time, and he makes the layup. 45-41 now. Springer looking for the screen. He gets it off the catch. 3 ball is good. 15 for Darius Springer. Portland has been so bad from inside the arc, but so good from 3. Springer, another one, bites the dust. Darius Springer will not miss from beyond the arc, and we're tied at 47. Here's Ledbetter with it, looking for the screen. Pick and pop for Amadou Mwangi, and he hits the triple. Utah is now shooting the ball really well from deep. 50-47. Sharp hands it off for Khalil Griffin on the drive. He's got Springer open again. He will not miss. A third triple for Darius Springer. We're tied at 50. Griffin out to Malachi Suleiman on the drive. Back to Griffin now. That one's good. Portland is just launching him up off the catapult from deep, and they still won't miss. Layup is no good for Ledbetter. Here is Springer with it in transition. Out to Griffin. How about another one? Bang! The Blazers are unstoppable from beyond the arc. This looks like the 2016 Warriors. Another 3, though, for the Jazz. It's Tyson Ledbetter. 53-58. Springer, obviously in takeover mode. He's got 21 points. as he's going to look to post up on the big man. He gets it over to Malachi Suleiman. Suleiman with the screen. He tries to lob it for Springer, but is unsuccessful. That'll wrap up the first half. A half of inconsistencies for the Blazers, who started off really well. Then they forgot how to shoot the ball for 10 minutes. And then they just were jacking up threes and couldn't miss for 3 or 4 minutes in a row. And we've got to start with Darius Springer, who's got 21 points, and he's done so while mostly being guarded by Jaren Jackson, who's one of the best defensive players in the NBA. This style of offense for the Blazers is not sustainable, though. They are 12 of 18 from 3, that's 67%, but 9 of 27 from 2, that's 33%. They've made 2/3 of their threes and 1/3 of their twos. 4 for 4 from the left wing, 3 for 3 from the left corner, but barely 50% from the paint, and anywhere within 15 feet has been an automatic miss. So we'll see what the Jazz can do on offense as Tyson Ledbetter hits another 3. 56-53, Scoot Henderson looking for the screen. He gets it over to Shaedon Sharpe, who hits another. If you're not going to miss threes, why not keep shooting them? That's been the strategy here for Portland. Ledbetter blocked by Scoot. What a play by Scoot Henderson with the snuff on Tyson Ledbetter. On the inbound, Jackson gets it over to Sidi Ghaffari. He gets it back over to Ledbetter. Another 3, and this time it falls. Tyson Ledbetter's really starting to heat up from beyond the arc, as that one's no good. Jackson ends up with the rebound, and he will end up losing it. Porzingis ends up with it. He gets it over to Khalil Griffin. Looks to take it himself inside for Scoot Henderson, and that one will fall in. I don't know how it did, but 2 points is 2 points. Portland looking to run the break. Griffin, fadeaway 3 is good. At some point, the Blazers have to cool off, right? Here's Cassius Maxey. Wide open triple off the mark. Shaedon Sharpe with the rebound. He gets it over to Scoot Henderson. He looks to drive, and Scoot Henderson takes it all the way with a rack attack. 72-65. Here is Sidi Ghaffari with it. Turnaround jumper, no good. Nice defense by Springer, his 10th rebound of the game. Griffin open in transition. You know it. He's going to drill another. Khalil Griffin will not miss from beyond the arc, and it's a 10-point lead. Portland has been on fire pretty much for 10 consecutive minutes now. Nice layup by Cassius Maxey to stop the run. Interception by Sidi Ghaffari on the other end. Ghaffari inside for Jaren Jackson, who's there with the dunk. Ghaffari's a great passer. He's got a little bit of Nikola Jokic to his game. He's also got a little bit of Wembanyama, hence why the Jazz use such a high pick on him, as he's there with the rebound off the Cassius Maxey miss, and is there with the layup. Tyrese Maxey back in the game despite a strained hip. There's Ledbetter snuffed at the rim by Griffin. On the other end, Zay Logan gets it in the corner to the rookie, Caleb Marsh, who's off the mark on an open 3. That was a great chance for the Blazers to get momentum. Sharpe nearly with the steal. Ledbetter ends up keeping it. Ledbetter dancing around the defense, tries to lob it up. It's unsuccessful, but Ghaffari ends up with it and gets the layup. That was some ugly offense for a good 30 seconds. Tyrese Maxey, pull-up 3, no good. Ball is tipped, rebounded by Malachi Suleiman. He gets it over to Sharpe, to Zay Logan. They're just not going to guard him. So Zay Logan's going to join in on the fun. His first basket of the game. 82-75 now with 2 to go in the third. Here's Ledbetter. Hits a 3. That one's good. Both of these teams are just putting on a three-point contest at this point. Nobody's missing from deep. Here's Shaedon Sharpe. Up, and away! With the poster over the rookie. 86-78 now. I give Utah credit. Even with Portland's hot streak, the Jazz have been able to stay in the game. Jumper no good for Ledbetter, but Mikhail Yakovlev is there with the rebound and the putback. 86-80, under 40 to go in the third. Shaedon Sharpe with the screen. Corner 3, no good. Wisham with the rebound. He gets it over to Malachi Suleiman. He looks to drive inside. Euro step, blocked at the rim by Ghaffari. On the other end, Maxey gets it over to Maxey, and the layup is good for Cassius Maxey. 86-82. Sharpe over to Springer. He misses it. The Jazz can make it a one-score game here. Cassius Maxey brings it up, guarded by Sharpe. Maxey's trapped, gets it over to Tyrese Maxey with 4 to go on the shot clock. Maxey, pump fake, Ledbetter at the buzzer, bang! What a quarter for Tyson Ledbetter. He had to have made like 4 or 5 separate threes. It's a one-point game going into the fourth. This has been quite the action-packed ball game as Cole Anthony starts the fourth with a triple, and the Blazers are back up by 4. 89-87 now. The rookie, Caleb Marsh, with the screen. Marsh takes it himself. It looked like it was going to be a pick and pop for Logan, but the Jazz covered him. They didn't cover the paint, though. 4-point game now. Marsh gets it over to Scoot Henderson, guarded by Maxey, who's obviously a little bit limp, and he shows it there. Scoot's able to outrun him in for the dunk. It's a 6-point game now. Here's Ghaffari out to Ledbetter. He's had quite the night shooting the ball. Why stop now? Another three for Tyson Ledbetter. It's a one-score game, 92-95. 7 to go. Ghaffari left wide open. He misses. Jackson with the offensive rebound, and he's there with the layup. Jackson's not a particularly great rebounding big. Darius Springer is, so Springer should not be letting that happen. And sure enough, he gets an offensive rebound on the next possession and dunks over two defenders. So Springer's able to make up for it and then some, putting both Jaren Jackson and Tyrese Maxey on a poster. 1-point game. Jazz looking for the lead. They'll get it! Sidi Ghaffari with the layup. 98-97, 5.5 to go. Scoot Henderson looking for the screen. Springer inside for Porzingis. Pump fake. Layup is good. Just his second basket of the game. Now it's a 3-point game. Springer with the rebound off the miss for Maxey to tie. Here's Griffin inside for Caleb Marsh, who's there with another slam. Good cut there by Marsh, the 10th overall pick, hailing from Australia. Continues to have a really productive start to his rookie year for the Blazers. 5-point game. Here's Maxey with it, guarded by Marsh. Blows right by him. You're going to see some rookie mistakes out of Caleb Marsh. He's only 19 years old. It's not going to be perfect. 1-point game, under 3 to go. There's Griffin. 360 slam for the lead. 21-11-6 for Khalil Griffin, doing a little bit of everything tonight as it's a 3-point game. Here's Maxey with it. Pump fake in the corner over to Jaren Jackson. Heavily contested. That one's good from the elbow. And it's now a 1-point game with 2:20 to go. Portland's win streak on the line. Sharp backs down on Tyrese Maxey. He's there with the layup. Sharp has tried to post up on Maxey a few times today. Hasn't really worked until there. There's Cassius Maxey with the slam. The defense slow to respond. And it's a 1-point game once again with under 2 to go. Sharp looking for somebody to get open. Springer, top of the key. 3 is good! Darius Springer buries the hatchet. 4-point game. Tyrese Maxey. Pump fake. Maxey layup. No good! Porzingis with the rebound. He gets it over to Darius Springer. Wide open lane. He takes it all the way for the slam. 28-14-7 now for Darius Springer. It's a 6-point game. Not looking good for Utah. They need some big plays like that one. A lob from Ledbetter to Ghaffari, and that'll put the Jazz in team takeover mode. Springer has Scoot wide open. Should have taken the shot. Instead, he gets it over to Springer, who's guarded by Tyrese Maxey. That's a mismatch, although he misses. But he does grab his own rebound, and he's there with the putback. 30-15 now for Darius Springer. It's a 6-point game with just over a minute to go. Jazz hanging on by a thread. Ledbetter back inside for Ghaffari. These two are running a little two-man game. Following Jazz possession, still a 4-point game with under 40 to go. They've got to do something quick. It's Ghaffari again. Layup, no good. Springer with the rebound, and he is fouled. Following a couple of free throws, it's a 6-point game. Jumper no good by Maxey. He gets it back. And Cassius Maxey is there with the second chance bucket. The Jazz are going to have to play the foul game again, as it's over to Shaedon Sharp, who will get 2 at the line. He would make both. So it's a 6-point game, 20 to go. Jazz are now out of timeout, still in takeover mode, as Ledbetter has it. Guarded by Scoot. Ledbetter has to shoot it quick for 3. No good. Porzingis with the rebound. He's fouled, and that might just about do it. 121-117 is your final. The Trailblazers hang on in a great game here against the Jazz. You might want to grab a jacket. The forecast says there's going to be showers. The weatherman says it's raining threes. That was the story of the game offensively for the Blazers, who shot the 3 ball extremely well. 30, 16, and 7 for Darius Springer, 12 of 20 from the field, but the big number, 6 of 9 from 3. Nice. Springer did a great job navigating through screens, getting open. 21, 11, and 6 for Griffin, 5 of 5 from deep. 20 and 8 for Scoot, 19 for Sharp. 18 of 31 from 3. That's about as good as it gets. As for the Jazz, 34 and 8 for Tyson Ledbetter. He went 8 of 13 from deep. The rest of the team only went 4 of 20. Blaze it. 21, 9, and 6 for Cassius Maxey. 16 and 13 for Sidi Ghaffari. Jaren Jackson was kind of quiet, and Tyrese Maxey was very inefficient, albeit he had the hip injury, so he has an excuse. With that, the Trailblazers improved to 11-2, now with a 10-game win streak. We'll see if the wins are going to continue to pile on. We're going to simulate our next 3 games against the Wizards, the Thunder, and the Nuggets. The Thunder are obviously a big threat in our conference. The Nuggets obviously are not. The Wizards, meanwhile, are 1-10. Remember, they have Anthony Simons. We will not get to see Simons for his first revenge game as he's injured. He is averaging 25, albeit on poor shooting. But other than that, the Wizards have been a complete train wreck. So we're going to simulate through these 3 games. I do briefly want to touch on this Wizards game because, 1, we barely beat them. That's embarrassing. Second of all, Darius Springer nearly had a quintuple-double. 17, 9, 6, 8 steals, and 6 turnovers. Khalil Griffin only played 25 minutes, and that's because he suffered a neck strain and is going to be out for around a week or 2. So we're going to be creative with our 5th starter. Caleb Marsh can play the 3. He's built like a wing. He's 6'8". His rating ended up going up with the move to small forward. And the Bucks are going to offer a trade for him. I think they offered a trade for him in the last episode too, again involving Javon Tyler. Caleb Marsh is a premium asset, so I'm going to say no. We end up going 3-0. The win streak continues. We beat the Thunder by 38 points. We had 6 guys score at least 17. Caleb Marsh played really well in his first start, and he was pretty solid in his second start too, despite not a ton of scoring. So with that, we're 14-2, tied for first in the West with Sacramento, whose point differential is about 30. That's insane, and it's crazier by the minute how we held them to 106 points when they averaged like 150. Let's see if we can continue our 13-game win streak here against the Milwaukee Bucks, who are in 10th place in a very competitive Eastern Conference. The Bucks obviously won the finals last year. Giannis has won back-to-back finals MVPs with Milwaukee and San Antonio. They traded for Devin Booker in the offseason, but he, along with Bobby Portis, will not play. So it'll be the Giannis show for the most part. Their second option last year, RJ Barrett, signed with the Pacers in the offseason, which, for one thing, raises the question of how a team with R.J. Barrett as their second option won a championship. But clearly that speaks to how good Giannis is, who after winning back-to-back finals MVPs, has really cemented himself as a top 5 to 10 player of all time at minimum. And this really is the Giannis era, with him having won 3 championships in this decade so far. And now Devin Booker and company look to win another one, but obviously it's still very early in the season here for Milwaukee. Nonetheless, should be a fun one to watch Giannis in action, and we'll see if the Blazers are able to stop him. The tip between Porzingis and Precious Achiuwa will go to the Trailblazers, and we are underway here in Milwaukee. Scoot Henderson looking for the screen. It's Shaedon Sharpe for 3, and Portland starts the game with a triple. I don't expect the Blazers to shoot as well as they did against Utah, but I suppose that's a good start. Here's Ishmael Iverson, gets it over to Precious Achiuwa. Open 3 is good. Achiuwa's a sub 30% three-point shooter in his career, but he knocks that one down. We're tied at 3. Porzingis with it. Step back! The big fella drains the triple, and both teams are shooting it well here in the first minute. Springer on the drive, unguarded, as he takes it all the way coast to coast. Springer looks to do so again on the following possession, blows by Giannis, and this time he goes for the layup. And the Blazers are off to another hot start. It's 10-5. Ishmael Iverson gets it over to Precious Achiuwa, hands it back off to Iverson with room on the wing for 3. Iverson, a former Penn State Nittany Lion guard, was drafted in the mid-first round and has turned into a great player here with Milwaukee. Off the steal, it's Karis LeVert with the dunk, and the Bucks go on a 9-0 run to take the lead as it's 12-10. Portland's offense has gone cold after their hot start, and finally they get their first basket in a couple of minutes off the dunk by Porzingis. 16-14, Shaedon Sharpe, woo! Nice little layup, showing off the acrobatism. That's not a word, but it is now because I just made it up. 16-16, Suleiman gets it over to Scoot Henderson, who's got 3 assists. Henderson off the dribble, he connects on the triple. 19-16, Javon Tyler, little rock chalk as he makes the layup. Shaedon Sharpe played about as good of defense as he could there, but Tyler still makes the play. Portland quickly on transition. The Bucks were not ready, and Zay Logan knocks down the triple. 22-18, here's Karis LeVert. Step back, 3-ball is good, and Milwaukee gets one right back. 24-25. Marsh nearly loses it, but holds on. Over to Cole Anthony. Anthony looks to drive with 2 on the shot clock. As he's there with the last-second dunk to put the Blazers back ahead, 26-25. Here's Iverson in the corner for Josh Okogie, guarded by Marsh. Okogie sends it home with the slam. Milwaukee back ahead, 28-29, under 20 to go in the quarter. Cole Anthony smothered here by Tyus Jones. Anthony hands it off for Marsh, looking for the screen from Logan. Caleb Marsh gets it out to Logan in the corner for 3. Zay Logan with 8 points already. He's off to a quick start off the bench. Iverson, half-court heave, will not fall, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Another exciting start. The Blazers on top as we go into the second, now tied at 31. Here's Scoot Henderson with it on the drive. Layup is good, despite nice defense by Tyus Jones. 34-33, here's Jones with it on the drive. Sends it in, and he's blocked by Porzingis. On the other end, Springer's guarded by Jones. That is a mismatch. It's lunchtime, and Darius Springer's hungry. 38-33, Portland now ahead. Tobias Harris with it. He gets it to Jones, over to Achiuwa. The Blazers are daring him to shoot, and it backfires as Achiuwa hits the 3 over Christian Koloko. 38-36, Tyus Jones now hands it off for Giannis. They're letting him shoot, and that one's good. The Greek Freak from beyond the arc. 40-39, Giannis posts up on Zay Logan. After a few fakes, misses, grabs his own rebound, misses again. Third time's the charm, layup, count the foul, and 1 for Giannis Antetokounmpo. 42-40, there's Marsh with the steal, rips it away from LeVert. Over to Cole Anthony, he is snuffed at the rim. Giannis with the block. On the other end, Tyus Jones brings it up for Milwaukee. Off the screen, Jones heaves up a prayer, and it's answered. Amen. What a shot by Tyus Jones. 40-45 now. LeVert inside for Giannis. Sharp knows he can't guard him, so he goes for the steal. Forces the miss, but Giannis gets the offensive rebound and is there with the putback dunk. It's a 9-point game now. The Bucks are starting to build a little bit of a lead. Iverson layup, good with the foul. Milwaukee can bring the lead up to 12. Now it sits at 13. Portland's offense is ice cold. They have not scored in around 4 minutes. Finally, the drought is over. Scoot Henderson hits the mid-ranger. I don't know what has happened here for Portland. They've forgotten how to play offense. There's a nice play, though. Off the inbound. Shaedon Sharpe cutting to the basket with the slam. 55-44. Here's LeVert with it. He is trapped inside. Gets it over to Harris, who finds Iverson, who makes the floater, adding to the lead for Milwaukee. 57-44. Now here's Javon Tyler to Iverson inside for Karis LeVert. Heaves one up. It's good with the foul. The Blazers were up minutes ago, and they're now down by 16. 60-44. Springer posts up on Iverson. That's a mismatch. Just the 3rd basket for Portland in the last 7 minutes. They'll get one more shot here before the end of the half, as it is Springer with it. Gets it over to Logan, who has trouble reeling it in. At the buzzer, no good. Well, that second quarter was a disaster. We forgot how to play offense. The defense was subpar as well. And the Trailblazers trailed by 14 points. Our now 13-game win streak is very much on the line. I will mention, though, Darius Springer has 14 rebounds already. His career high is 18. He'll likely shatter that unless he just doesn't grab rebounds in the second half. Giannis, Eurostep, gets the scoring started here for Milwaukee. The lead is now up to 16. Portland's offense is still cold. They've made one shot here in the first 2 minutes. Iverson, bang! Beats the shot clock. It's a 19-point lead for Milwaukee. Something's got to give, right? Here's Scoot Henderson at the top of the key, looking for Kristaps Porzingis, and he sinks the triple. Portland has been ice cold from 3. They started 4 of 5, but since then it's been a disaster. They've made one of their last 11 threes prior to that shot by Kristaps. There's Shaedon Sharpe with the dunk. Here is Scoot Henderson off the screen. His 3 will fall, and now all of a sudden, the Blazers are starting to get some threes to go in. 69, nice to 56. Achiuwa inside for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's there with the dunk. It's a 15-point game. Here is Scoot Henderson with it, looking to get somebody open on the screen. It's Shaedon Sharpe. Heaves up a 3 over Giannis, and it's good. After Portland's 1 for 12 run from deep, they've made 3 in a row from beyond the arc. Springer's there with the slam. Lead is within 10. So ever since the Bucks were up by 19 off the 3 by Iverson, the Blazers have gotten a much-needed wake-up call to bring themselves back into the game. Logan on the drive. Dunks it home over 2 defenders. Nice play there by Zay Logan. 63-73. Iverson inside for Giannis. This has been a mismatch throughout the day. Giannis attacking Logan. And Zay Logan played about as good of defense as he could there. Doesn't matter. Giannis is bigger and stronger. 75-64. Here's Iverson on the drive. Fadeaway jumper is good. Nice shot by Ishmael Iverson. The Blazers daring Giannis to shoot completely wide open as he misses it. Logan with the rebound. Brings it up the court himself. Logan over Harris, and that one is good. Nice play by Zay Logan. He's now got 12. 66-79. Malachi Suleiman with it on the drive. He has Logan open on the wing. And Zay Logan fires another one. 10-point game. Make it an 8-point game. Give Portland credit. Their offense has played really well over the last few minutes. But Tobias Harris hits a big 3 for the Bucks. Tobias Harris hitting a big shot. That's something you can say about twice a year. Off the fake. Logan is there with the dunk. 84-75. 1:20 left in the third. Iverson guarded by Sharp. Iverson, iso ball. 3 is good. Nice shot by Ishmael Iverson. 77-87. Cole Anthony blows by Harris. He gets it over to Shaedon Sharp. Open 3. Bang! The lead is within 7, the closest it's been in this quarter. Tyus Jones with it. Gets it over to Okogie at the buzzer. And that one is no good. That quarter could have gone a lot worse. We were down by 14 at the half. The Bucks brought the lead up to 19 at one point. So the fact that we're only down by 7 should give us some encouragement, especially considering the offense has been playing really well as of recent. We're in team takeover mode. The threes have been falling. Why stop now? Cole Anthony off the screen. Hits the triple with the assist by Suleiman, and it's a 4-point game. Darius Springer with it. He's going to drive inside. Springer is there with the slam, and it's a 2-point game. Back up to 4, though. Springer's got Suleiman. Wide open 3. Nobody's near him. And his shot is off the mark. Giannis with the rebound. He gets it over to Okogie for 3. Heavily contested. Doesn't matter. The miss from Suleiman, followed by the make from Okogie, proves to be a 6-point swing. Could have been a 1-point game, as Caleb Marsh is left wide open. He's not a great outside shooter, but you can't leave him open. 92-94, the lead is back down to 2. Here's our good friend Cam Reddish. He gets it over to Giannis. Heavily contested 3 is good. Giannis is missing the open 3s, but then he hits that one. Scoot Henderson's triple is off the mark. The Bucks are now in takeover mode. They've got a chance to go on a run. Here's Okogie. Layup is no good. Grabs his own rebound. He's there with the putback. And Milwaukee, who was only up by 2 a couple minutes ago, has been able to build their lead a little bit. 94-99. Sharp able to corral it in. Looking for the screen. Drives inside. Sharp out to Suleiman to Porzingis for 3. It's good! Kristaps Porzingis brings the lead down to 2. The Blazers are still kind of daring Giannis to shoot, giving him less room, though, as he's in for the layup with the foul, and 1. He is fouled by Porzingis, his 4th. 97-102. Screen from Springer. Scoot Henderson jumper, no good. Springer with the rebound, his 20th of the game. He's there with the putback, his first career 2020 game. 102-99. Iverson misses inside. Here's Scoot Henderson with it. Out to Zay Logan for 3. It's good! We're tied at 102. The Blazers officially have come back all the way down by 19. Giannis is no good. Springer with another rebound in transition. Logan fade away for the lead. Bang! Zay Logan is having himself a day. 22 points as Springer grabs another rebound. He's going to look to take it himself on the other end, guarded by Iverson. It's still lunchtime. Springer wants seconds. He's there with the bucket, and it's a 5-point Blazer lead. Iverson misses. Grabs his own rebound. Misses again. A big defensive stop by Portland. Here's Springer out to Logan. He's been on fire in this 4th quarter with 25. Make it 27. Zay Logan offensively is taking over this game. Porzingis with the snuff on Giannis. Here's Logan. Out to Shaedon Sharp with around a minute to go. Portland looking to put an end to this game. Logan, 3. Dagger talk! 30 ball for Zay Logan. Milwaukee's trying to hang around, though. They won't quit. with 15 to go. Iverson for 3, and the lead is down to 4. Portland's going to have to inbound it, and Shaedon Sharpe will be quickly fouled. He'd make both at the line. So now the Bucks are going to need another quick 3. They've got to shoot it fast. Iverson hits another! It's a one-score game. The Blazers have to make at least one. It'll be Scoot Henderson who goes to the line. He is fouled by Ishmael Iverson. And with Milwaukee out of timeouts, again, he really only needs one, and he gets the first. Still would like to get the second, though, to bring the lead up to 5, and he will. So that's probably the final straw for Milwaukee. Iverson's going to heave it up. His shot at the buzzer is no good, but it won't matter anyway. What a comeback by the Portland Trailblazers, who again trailed by 14 at the half. They were down by as many as 19 in the third, but they stormed back in the fourth with an incredible run led by Zay Logan and a defensive masterclass over the last 5 minutes where the Bucks could not hit a shot down the stretch. 37, 17, and 6 for Giannis. He was still very effective. 30 for Iverson, albeit on 25 shots. The rest of the team did not step up, though. Nobody else had more than 10 points. Giannis and Iverson combining for 67. Zay Logan with a career-high 30 points, many of which came down the stretch. He hit some huge shots and is a big reason why we won. 24 and 24 for Darius Springer. I'm surprised this is his first 20-rebound game of his career. Again, his career high previously was 18, and he shattered it today. 23 for Sharpe, 18 for Scoot. The 3-ball was very inconsistent. We started off hot, then we went on a cold spell, then we were kind of hot again. So with that, we're 15 and 2. The win streak is now up to 14 games. How much longer does the streak have in it? We were going to simulate through our next 5 games, and I think the streak can make it through these 5. The Nuggets obviously are not so good. The Seattle Sonics are in their first year. They're not so good. And the other 3 games against the Pelicans, Cavs, and Jazz are all at home. Khalil Griffin is back healthy. He'll return to the starting lineup. Ochai Agbaji is healthy. He got injured all the way back in the second game of the season, but he will now return. The Hawks are going to offer us this trade. Bryce Watson and a top projected pick for Khalil Griffin. I want what they're smoking. No thanks. The Warriors are going to offer us this for Caleb Marsh. This offer sucks. Trey Mann and a first-round pick in about 3 years. No, I'm good, but I appreciate the phone call. So we ended up going 4-1. The win streak is unfortunately no more. We lose to New Orleans. And the reason why we lost that game is because we allowed 57 in the first quarter. We were down by nearly 30 after quarter number 1. And give us credit, we bounced back. We only lost by 10. But still, you cannot allow that many points in the first. We did score 55, though, in the fourth, unironically. But it doesn't matter. The Pelicans had 3 guys combined for like 100. And that loss will take us out of first. The Kings have now won 11 in a row. They're 19 and 2. We've got quite the arms race looming here in the Western Conference with Sacramento and Portland, who only have 5 combined losses through the first quarter of the year. And we'll get to play against them in the next episode. I know we already played against Sacramento this year, but with how good they've been, I feel like we've got to play every game on the schedule against the Kings. We're going to get through a large chunk of December in the next episode. We're going to play on Christmas as well. Damian Lillard and the Las Vegas Venom are our Christmas matchup, which should be fun. Hope everybody enjoyed the episode. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.